and we're still here at CSL9, and I'm with one half of the main event this evening after a very explosive press conference. I'm here with none other than Luke Dyson. Luke Dyson, thank you so much.
Come on, my brother, pleasure, man.
So, after an explosive press conference, a lot was said, there was a lot of disrespect getting thrown around. How has that motivated you for tonight?
Do you know what it is? Usually, well, every single other fight I've ever had, I've never got a personal issue with any of my opponents. It's just neutral ground. I turn up, I'll scrap you and we'll go home. Obviously, out of 131 fights, this one's got something personal to it, hasn't it? So, I've got a point to prove, man.
So, how do you plan to exploit your opponent's weaknesses in the ring tonight?
The thing is, bro, you can't conduct yourself in life the way you are and expect to beat people that conduct themselves in a better way. Do you understand? So, some people say people are better than other people, but that's not true. The thing that defines people from being better than other people is the way you live the life and the way you treat people around you, my brother. So, if you're a bad person and you treat people in a bad way, then sadly, that doesn't make you as good as a good person who treats people in a good way.
I hear that, and I do believe that as well. Again, going back to the press conference, there was a lot of troll. Well, I believe it was trolling. Watching from the outside, I don't know none of you guys personally. I don't know if that's just Nomi's personality or if he was just doing it for the cameras. He did come in with his hat on. Sorry about my hat. He did come with his hat on. He came with his A game. He came with a lot of words. Are you going to shut him up today?
Like I said, you know, I never like to predict a fight. The only thing I'm going to say is I'm going into that fight with absolutely everything in me, bro. There's only one result that I see plausible in my mind, bro. And at the end of the day, I know people say it, but sometimes, bro, you'll have to kill me to put me out of there, bro. So it's going to take something very special to stop me in that ring tonight, bro.
He says you're a journeyman. He says you fight.
He said, is that what he said?
He says you're a glorified journeyman.
I'm a glorified journeyman, yeah? But do you get this? Journeymen get paid to lose. Yo, I get paid to turn up every week and fight, and I'm winning. Yeah, so that might not be and these people, I aren't meant to be winning. And you know what? Every single week, my opponents say the same thing. Dyson fights bums. Dyson's fighting this guy. Dyson's fighting that guy. And then, do you know, the next week, they turn into the guys who we're talking about. That is a maddest thing. So, like, when Nomi sat there cussing Tommy and saying, Tommy's a bum, Tommy's a bum. And then press conference modes, he sat next to Tommy going, like a fucking bunch of girls in the girls' bathroom, man.
So what you say? Do you feel Nomi's just a troll? Do you feel this is just like an online persona?
No, do you know what it is, yo? I fought the guy before the guy can fight.
Yeah.
The guy can fight. Yo, I ain't ever gonna disrespect him and say, yo, the guy's a pussy, he ain't got a clue about the ring. Yeah, the guy can fight, bro. Yo, at the end of the day, I wouldn't be entertaining the fight if he couldn't, bro.
Yeah, I get that.
But at the same time, yo, people can say what they want about my opponents, bro, but the next week, the opponents that are lined up for the next week, they're saying the same thing about the ones from last week. And like I said, the ones from last week turns into the ones the next week. So, is what it is.
So, how do you feel it's going to go? What are your fight predictions for tonight? I mean, it's the main event of the evening. There's a lot of people here. The atmosphere is great. It's electrifying. What are your match predictions between you and Nomi tonight?
Yo, my prediction is just this simple as that. I'm going in there with everything I've got in my system, bro. To me, there's only like the only way he's putting me out of there is with something very, very special, or as if he kills me. But I know people say it, but you know, sometimes, bro, I never predict the outcome of a fight. I never say I'm gonna do this. I never say I'm gonna do that, because in the end, when you fight and you don't do it, you look like a dickhead. Yeah, you see this? No, it is so, bro. I never ever say it. This is why I know tonight I've got to stand on my business and I've got to deliver what I need to do, bro. Simple as that.
So again, you saying you bang tables and tables don't hit back?
No, that was, you see that banging table thing, that was a thing that I'd already done in my mind. I knew, yeah, I thought, do you know, it's the night before, I thought, how can I knock him off his shit, yeah? Because I knew he was going to come with his manipulation and his mind games, yeah? And his rare-tear bullshit, yeah? So I thought, do you know what? I'm going to make him feel like a fucking idiot. And he gave me the perfect opportunity, and I fucking made him feel like a fucking idiot. So.
Do you think he was a bit shocked?
Well,
because
I think,
as far as we can see,
the thing is, my man says that I don't pose a threat to him, bro, yeah? Now, the thing is, I think now I'm not bigging myself up, to believe that I don't pose a threat to you when I'm hitting you is a bit fucking delusional, considering my job is to hit people.
Yeah.
So, you know, the guy needs to understand. See, I'm very aware of who he is and what he's capable of, but the guy's delusional. He's not very aware of who I am and what I'm capable of. As he said himself, he said I'm a fucking glorified journeyman. So we'll see about that, innit?
So do you feel that he's underestimated you? Because again, not just watching the press conference, going through the comments, there's a lot of people backing you, a lot of people supporting you, even in the Pakistani community. Going through some of the comments earlier on, they were saying like how much of a good guy you are, and do you know what I mean? You're a very respectable person. He did make that your kind comment, which I do need him to elaborate on that, because that was a bit below the belt. However, is that more motivation for you to knock him down, or to put him out, to finish, and to bring back the unified light heavyweight title?
Obviously, my ideal situation, I'd love to win him down, I'd love to knock him clean out, and I'd love to stand over the top of him. Now, like I said in my thing, if I could tell the future, I'd be working in Blackpool, my brother, you know. But like at the same time, I know what I'm going in there with, and he needs to be very aware of who I am and what I'm capable of at the same time, bro. And either it might be a bit of a show up for the cameras. It might just be saying it, but to tell me I don't pose no threat to him, bro, when there's people up and down the country and across the world at the moment, bro, because I've got some international fights coming up. Yeah. There's people across the world, bro, thinking twice about fighting me. And then you've got this guy. I fought him 2 years ago, bro. I'd never stepped foot in a boxing gym, and I took him 5 rounds. He'd been fighting for 8 years.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you understand? There's a difference.
I was going to touch upon that.
Now I'm 2 years on, bro. Yeah, I spent another year just dusting about the circuit. Yeah, being a journeyman. So it was right on the first part. Yeah, but over this past year, my brother, I've collected 7 titles. 7 titles. I'm fighting week in, week out. I've had like 12 clean knockouts in the past God knows how many months, bro. Yeah. So
that's what I was going to ask next. Do you feel he's got a little bit of an edge based on his experience? Because again, he's had a lot of fights. Well, he says he's had a lot of fights, and he claims that your fights are basically, like you said, the journeyman kind of fights. You know what I mean? So I feel tonight is.
He said that I fight bums, and then the next week he was sat next to a guy that I fought, and he was best mates with him. So say no more, innit? Keep the same energy.
so what does the victory mean for you tonight? I mean, you take home a title. What would be next? What comes after? You take Nomi out, he's out the way.
I've got another fight tomorrow.
Oh my God.
I've got another fight tomorrow, so this is for my mate Graham Wackerley. His those sons battling autoimmune disease, yeah? He's going over for life-saving treatment in Italy. We've managed to raise just over £10,000, and we've got a charity fundraiser tomorrow. I'm fighting for another title on it, but all money goes towards Caden and his life-saving trip to Italy, man. So obviously, if anyone does ever watch this, even if it's past tomorrow, check out Caden's chance on Facebook. Please, even if it's a £5 or £3, £4, I don't know, just donate, man, and let's save this little boy's life.
Do you know what, Luke? Thank you so much for coming out for the interview.
I appreciate it.
I wish you all the best for your fight, and hopefully after the fight we can quickly grab you for a few minutes and see how it pans out. But honestly, all the best, and hopefully you're going to be bringing away that light heavyweight title.
You know, I would do after a whacker too.
Thank you.